Our next speaker is Rebecca from the account More Than Two Love. Rebecca will be sharing her story of her throuple breakup and what she learnt from it. So I'm going to put you on now. There we go.
Great.
Hi, Rebecca, and I'll spotlight you when you're ready.
Awesome. Hi, everyone. I'm Rebecca. I'm so excited to be here today. I feel honored to be a part of um, this cause and to be able to make such an impact. I think we're trying to raise as much as possible, and we put like a goal of 15,000, and the fact that we exceeded that is exceptional. So thank you all for helping us get there. And Leanne, thank you for putting this on and organizing it all. So thank you so much. Um, so I am a polyamorous bisexual woman, and I currently am in a throuple, but we are an open throuple, so we do date outside of our dynamic. But I previously was in another throuple and went through a very public throuple breakup. And it was really hard to make the decision to share that breakup so publicly. And I think it's because so many people say polyamory is unsuccessful, it's not going to work out. And so there's that fear and that perfectionism of, I need to set this example. I have had this page for, let's see, I think I had the page for 7 years at the time of the breakup. And so I was very nervous about sharing that aspect because, you know, how many people were going to feel defeated if I shared that my relationship ended. But I felt the need to share that because I want to spread awareness, because the relationship ended due to abuse, and also due to cheating. And so if I didn't share that, how many other people were going to stay in their dynamic because of that? And so we have had so many people come out to us letting us know that this either is currently happening to them, is going to happen to them, had happened to them, and so many people that are, you know, large influencers who had no idea. Like we had no idea that they went through a similar thing. So super grateful I shared that. I know I only have a limited amount of time, so I'm trying to keep it brief. Um, but I will start with one of the hardest things is that people really did not hold space for our grief and loss. They felt that, you know, okay, you went through this breakup, but Carla and I, my wife, we still had each other. So our husband no longer being with us wasn't a loss. And they couldn't help us process that because society just didn't see it as valid. So that was a really tough thing to overcome during our breakup. The biggest thing that really helped us through the healing process is community. I feel like when you go through a breakup, you feel a lack of love. You lost love. So you look around you, and sometimes it's easy to forget that there is still so much love in your life. So our sense of community, both on Instagram, in life, you know, anywhere, made us feel just so seen and heard, especially having community that is non-monogamous and understood what this process felt like. And then it also, the more that I spoke on it, the less power it had over me. So all of the times that I felt so ashamed of it, I felt every time I spoke on it, like my shame just continued to go away. And I continued to felt, you know, empowered by myself instead of letting this breakup and what happened to me have its power over me. So definitely that was a huge part of my healing process. And then I also wanted to say that the last factor in processing my breakup that was really, you know, something I didn't anticipate is it is one thing to go through a breakup, but it is a whole other thing to go through a breakup with a partner in polyamory or multiple partners, because you're processing your own emotions, you're going through your own pain, but your grieving process may look completely different from your partner's. And so it's really hard. You just want to kind of maybe think, okay, I should just be at the same pace as them. I should have processed it by now, or I should be, you know, I should reel back. Why did I process too much? And Carla and I constantly went through this battle of us being on different trajectories of the healing process and feeling a lot of guilt and shame around it. Obviously, therapy was a huge, huge help, and doing just a lot of self-reflection and healing independently. I think, yes, of course, you're healing together, but you also need to take the time to heal separately because you're entering this new phase of your relationship and this new phase of who you are. But it just really was so amazing to go through. And we look back now and we learned so much. And I think the biggest thing is something I always said previous to the breakup was staying unattached to our dynamic, because I was open to however it, grew and changed over time. And I did not anticipate that a part of our changing dynamic would be a de-escalation. But the fact is I wanted to stay true to being unattached to my dynamic, and this was an opportunity to do that. And so instead of seeing it as this heavy weight and something that like a failure, it was just an opportunity for me to step into this new part of my life and this new chapter. And I am so grateful because like I'm in the most authentic, beautiful part of my life that I've ever been. And my polyamory is no longer for someone else, because my ex did unfortunately have a lot of manipulative tendencies and controlling and one penis policy. And I don't have to live under his rules anymore. I get to build them myself, and I get to support my partner in doing that for herself as well. And now we're in another throuple, but we are dating and continuing to build an authentic polyamory journey for us. I know that is all the time I have, I believe. But if you guys have any questions, please ask it in the chat or find me on Instagram. My DMs are always open to share and help educate, make an impact. Everyone, again, thank you so much for your donations. I know it's going to do so much good. And free Palestine. Thank you, guys.